Welcome to the Student Credit Union. Can I help you?
Hi, I saw this ad for a savings account that pays 3.15% interest. That's the highest I've seen anywhere. I would like to open one of these accounts.
Okay, please have a seat. Before we get started, you are aware that this account is a CD, right? A CD is a certificate of deposit, and it's a type of savings account that requires a minimum deposit, a fixed interest rate, and a fixed withdrawal date, meaning you can't touch the account for a certain amount of time.
I only have $500 to put into the account right now.
That's okay. Luckily, the CD you are referring to only has a $500 minimum, so you can open an account today, and then the account will mature in 5 years.
What?
That means, at the end of 5 years, you'll receive your balance, which includes the principal and accumulated interest, but you will not be able to access the money any sooner without fees and penalties.
Oh, that's okay.
And with CDs, you can only make one initial deposit. If you want to make multiple deposits over the course of time, that's a different type of account.
What type of account would that be?
If you are going to make consistent deposits on a consistent basis, that would be an annuity. The stipulations for an annuity are different than for a CD. The interest rates differ between these accounts, and when you can make the deposits and withdrawals are different for an annuity compared to a CD account.
Is a regular savings account the same as an annuity?
No, with a regular savings account, you can make deposits and withdrawals at any time, although there are certain restrictions about minimum balances and how often you can withdraw that without additional fees. Traditional savings accounts and money market accounts have different interest rates, which tend to be lower than CDs because of the flexibility to deposit and withdraw freely.
Wait, so savings account and money market accounts are the same thing?
Not exactly. They are very similar, but money market accounts usually have higher minimum balance requirements and thus have slightly higher rates than the traditional savings accounts.
I'm getting confused. That's a lot of information.
Okay, let's get back on track then with the account that brought you in today. You said you want the 5-year CD with a 3.15% interest rate compounded monthly, and you are okay with the money staying in the account for the next 5 years, correct?
Yes.
Then, let's get you started with that account. And if down the road you decide you would like to invest more money, we can determine at that time if you would like another CD or perhaps a savings or money market account instead of a CD. How does that sound?
Excellent.
Today, we will open the account with a deposit of $500, and in 5 years, you will receive a check for $585.17.
How could you possibly know what the account is going to be worth in 5 years?
There is a formula called the compound interest formula that can be used when you have a set principal with a fixed interest rate that is compounded a certain number of times per year for the duration of the account. In this formula, A stands for the future value amount, the total amount of money that will be in the account at a specified time in the future. In your case, that's what is unknown to us, so that will remain A. Then, P stands for the principal, which is the initial deposit. Since we know how much money you are depositing today, we can replace the P with $500. Next, R stands for the fixed interest rate, which in your case is 3.15%. When using the formula, we need to input the interest rate as a decimal. To convert a percent to a decimal number, simply move the decimal point 2 hops to the left. So, R equals 0.0315. Next, we have N, which stands for the number of times the interest will be compounded in a year. Compounded means how many times the interest will be recalculated. For your account, we said that the interest rate is compounded monthly. If it is compounded at a monthly rate, how many times will the interest be recalculated in a year?
12.
Correct! So we will replace N with 12. Lastly, we have T, which stands for the amount of time in years that the money will stay in the account. For this CD, the time will be 5 years. Then, you must follow the order of operations to simplify this expression. Make sure to round your answer to the nearest cent at the end.
I bought this TI-84 for my math class, and my professor says that the order of operations is built into it, but I'm not sure how to use it to simplify that really large and complicated problem.
Let's take a look at that. Do you know how to calculate compound interest now?
Yes, it's actually not as hard or as complicated as I thought. It does take a little time and patience, but the steps really aren't that bad.
Wonderful! If there isn't anything else I can help you with today, I hope the next time you have any banking needs, you'll come back and visit us at the Student Credit Union.
I certainly will. Thanks again, and have a great day.
You too. Take care now.